Don't marry a man because of what he drives. Marry a man because of what drives him. Because if you don't marry that man that can pay the price for your assignment, you and the man will be stranded in life. Your prosperity is inside your vision. Your safety is inside your vision. The poorest man on earth is not a man that has no money in his pockets. It is a man that is visionless. When my husband and I got married, I had only one pair of shoes. Same with him. We didn't even know that it's possible to have 2 pairs per year. I didn't say per month, per year. Reverend, I remember it was at our wedding reception that my husband started putting, they will give you envelopes in those days. I don't know what happens now. When you get married and they come and greet the groom and the bride, people will be shaking your hands. Some will be putting envelopes in your hand. As they were putting the envelopes in his hands, and I was saying thank you for coming and all that, my husband was passing it to our best man. And when the money reached 80 naira, our best man gave it to somebody who had to quickly run to the market to get us a mattress so we could find a place to sleep when we get home. I still remember that mattress, body foam, green color, 80 naira to get us. We had the bed. The man of God, my choir leader, that led me to the Lord Jesus Christ, my Baptist choir leader, he was the one that gave us the bed. My husband just finished from UI. He was serving. I was in part 1, going to part 2. He was 30, I was 22. And we just felt we should marry. We should get married. The Bible says it's better to marry than to burn. But I knew I was getting married to a man that has a vision. A man that understood destiny. Today, if we are to open a factory of mattress, we won't need to pray too much. By the time I see Reverend, we don't need to pray too much. So tonight I'll be speaking to both the married and the single, separated, divorced, widow, whatever your marital status is. Please listen and listen carefully as I speak to you tonight from my spirit on marriages for destiny. Can I just flow from my spirit, woman of God? Marriages for destiny. When God created humanity, he decided to bless humanity with the institution of marriage. Marriage is not the idea of any man. Marriage is the idea of God. That is why you need God if your marriage is going to succeed. 5 things are the most important things on earth: God, you, your marriage or your family life, your career, and your relationships. God, you, your marriage or your family life, your career, and your relationships. God, you, your family life or your marriage, your career, and your relationships. If you succeed in these 5 areas, you are truly a success. If you fail in these 5 areas, you are a colossal failure. Therefore, it's important for you to take advantage of God on earth. There is a shape, there is a vacuum in the heart of every human being that is God-shaped. Money cannot fill it. Nothing can fill it. Only God. God did not create a world in which he will not be needed. So it's important for you to make sure that you decide on who to marry in the presence of the creator and the manufacturer of marriage, God himself. As a single person, consult God before you go into marriage. Marriage is not a weekend affair. It's a lifetime event. And I used to say this. If you are from Yoruba land, you will understand what I'm saying. Well, I don't know other cultures too. This is what marriage looks like. You know the masquerade and the masquerader. The masquerade is the cloth. The masquerader is the person that puts on the masquerade. So, when the masquerader puts on the masquerade and is going in the heat of the afternoon, and suddenly he farts, he cannot remove the masquerade and say, I need fresh air. No. He will stay under it and be enjoying. The only thing he can do is to pray for fresh air to come on time. That is marriage. Your spouse will fart. You cannot say, I'm going out to, no, you will enjoy it. You will enjoy. That is the biblical way of handling marriage. That is it. So, because your life depends on it, you cannot afford to marry just anybody. There is no institution on earth where your Christianity is tried like the institution of marriage. When you get married, you move from patience to endurance, from endurance to long suffering. There's no institution where you need forgiveness and where you need to give forgiveness like the institution of marriage. Close one eye in prayer, open the other one in looking before you get married. They say marriage is blind. They say love is blind. Love is blind. Marriage is the eye opener. Look before you leap. There are men today and there are women today that will have gone faster, further, and better than where they are today, if not that they missed it in marriage. There are people whose lives and destinies will have mattered, if not that they missed it in marriage.